Regan, so let's start by summing up the last month or so since we last spoke. How have you found it in the league in November?
Yeah, we've been doing well. We've been picking up results. Everyone's chipping in with goals as well, which is really important. And I think we've been really good at the back as well. So overall, a positive month.
Can you almost feel that confidence growing within the group week on week now?
Yeah, I feel like it should. When you're winning games or you're not losing games, then that's what it's all about. I think confidence should be really high right now, and I know it is. You can see it in training, you can see it in games, and hopefully we continue it on Sunday.
Looking back earlier in the month, we travelled to Southend, scored a really big goal there. How did that feel?
Yeah, once Clarkey got one, and then I seen him making a run, going on a run himself, I thought, you know what, I'm going to try and keep up with him, and that's what I did. And obviously I managed to get in the right space. He picked me out really well, and I slotted it away.
Like you say, he did pick you out really well, almost without looking. I think he pulled off a similar pass at Boston, which didn't lead to a goal, but that connection between the pair of you is really strong. Yeah,
I feel like sometimes he doesn't even need to look. He knows where I am on the pitch, and then that's massive. I think there's still quite a bit to come with me and Clarkey. I think we've linked up really well, but still there's a lot more to come, like I just said. So hopefully we can continue it on Sunday.
You haven't probably scored as many as you would probably have wanted to do in November in the league, but still many great contributions. You know, you look at that assist you got last Saturday for Georgie's goal.
Yeah, I always want to be on the score sheet, obviously, but I'm a winger, I'm not a striker, so I'm not always in the box. Obviously, Georgie's scoring some fantastic goals, but for me, I'm a winger, so I need to get more assists as well as scoring goals. So as long as I'm contributing and helping the team, that's all that matters, really.
How important is it that, you know, I think we know we can still go to another level in terms of some of the performances we've had, but the fact we're still getting the job done is really important for us.
Yeah, I feel like some games we've obviously picked up the win, but we've probably not deserved it, or we've not played as well as we should have. But again, that's a sign of a good team, and hopefully we can continue to do that.
Does that almost show, you know, the maturity that's building, the resilience within the group, that we won't go in? You look at that, we won't give in, sorry. You look at that game against Boston. You know, we were constantly going, and then finally it came for Harvey as we hit the 90th.
Yeah, I said it before, like other lads are contributing now a lot more, so that's what you want all round. I feel like when you go to them kind of places, your Boston's away and other places like that, they are tough. People think that you should just walk all over them and get the result, but it's a tough place to go, the conditions sometimes as well. So as long as we're winning and picking up results, that's the main thing.
On to the FA Cup. Let's start by talking about that game against Regan once again. What a day that was. Where do we even begin about, you know, describing that?
Well, first of all, I was actually gutted to be on the bench, but obviously I probably wouldn't have been on for the time I ended up coming on and scoring, so that's probably one of the highlights of my career, if not. But yeah, special day.
Being on the bench, did that almost fire you up that little bit more?
I think if anyone's on the bench, you always want to come on and make a difference. And obviously I managed to do that game. And hopefully if I'm ever on the bench again or whatever, I can do the same thing.
Could you kind of sense that, you know, you probably couldn't imagine what would happen did actually go on to happen, but did you feel there was still the chance to at least get a goal or the equaliser?
Well, once I got my first, I wasn't sure if he was going to go on and obviously get a second, but as soon as I seen Clarkey in the space again, and he ended up playing it into my path, and then the second went in, I think everyone's tails were up, and I thought if I do get one more chance now, then I'll slot it away, and that's what I managed to do.
How special did that third one feel? You know, you slotted it home at the opposite end from the away fans, turned around and ran the length of the pitch to go and see them.
Yeah, I think that's one of the best feelings I've ever had in football. Hopefully I can have many more, but yeah, it was a long distance to go and run with the fans, but I didn't make it all the way. The gaffer told me to stop running because we had a game coming up as well, so I had to stop. But yeah, special feeling.
Then after that game, you had a couple of interviews. Before one of them, you mentioned that you wanted Blackpool in the next round, and well, that's happened. What's your thoughts going into Sunday now?
Well, there you go. You've just said it there. Obviously, I wanted Blackpool, and I managed to get them. So it's going to be a special game. Obviously, a lot of my family are Preston. I'm from there myself, so there's a little bit of I want to prove myself against a team like Blackpool. I want to prove myself in every game, but it adds that little bit of spice. A lot of my friends are obviously Preston fans as well, so they've been messaging me about the game and stuff. So I'm absolutely buzzing and ready to go.
Is it one that's almost stayed in the back of your mind ever since the draw was made, or have you done quite well to kind of stay focused on each game?
Yeah, I always stay focused on each game. It might be a bigger stadium or a bigger team in higher divisions. It doesn't really matter to me. Every game's the same. But yeah, I've just been concentrating on the games in hand and getting the jobs done there before Sunday.
You mentioned friends and family there. Will you have many watching you in the stands on Sunday?
I should have quite a few, to be honest. But we'll just have to see how many end up coming.
What do you expect from Blackpool as a side?
I don't think they're doing too well in the league, if I remember rightly. But again, it's a team that are leagues above, so we've got to be on our top form if we want to come out with anything. But I'm sure we're ready and raring to go.
Does it almost give you and the rest of the lads a lot of belief going into a game with a lot of similarities from that Reading game, a team in League One that's struggling?
I feel like when you play for Carlisle United, I think every time you step foot on that pitch, you want to do well. And no matter who the team is, we all want to perform to our highest levels. And I'm sure if we do that on the day, then we'll get the right result.
What was it like working with, a manager like Mark Hughes? He's won 4 FA Cups, so much experience in that competition. Does he kind of share that knowledge quite a lot with you boys? Yeah,
he shares a little bit of it, but the gaffer's quite a relaxed man, so he just lets us crack on with what we need to do and just prepare us rightly for the task in hand, and that's what he's done this week.
And finally, we'll be travelling in serious numbers, 3,500 making the trip to Bloomfield Road on Sunday. What will be your message to them?
Just get behind us. We're grateful about how many tickets we've all sold. Get behind us and hopefully we can get the positive result and go on to the next round.
Thanks for your time.